People will cope with the consequences of this election how they choose to. It's not going to all look the same. Like people take an exception to me laughing with resignation as I watch the fallout from this. People gonna have to get over it because I don't foresee it changing. But this post in the Boomers Being Fools subreddit says, am I the only one who is enjoying supporting Trump? Let's look at this post. This person says, let me explain. Boomers are in the majority Trump supporters. Now we have multiple reports that they plan to cut Social Security. So I have been cheering for Trump and the cuts in front of almost every boomer I know who voted for him. I tell them I don't want moochers living off my tax dollars, and they should cut more, and Medicare too. It brings me a lot of joy to give them a taste of their own apathy. I am definitely going to take this angle of wishing that they get every single last bit of what they voted for. Okay, let's get into some of these comments. Bean Burrito says, I'm absolutely overflowing with schadenfreude. My parents are Trumpers and using the ACA and Medicare, and they have a slew of medical issues, and my dad's an immigrant. He says, edit, I hope everyone who voted for Trump gets exactly what they voted for. I hope as well. We'll probably be seeing the word schadenfreude more as we watch the consequences and the fallout from this election. So here's the definition: pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. I will have to continue to practice the word schadenfreude, because I know that it's going to be used more and more as I read these posts. Okay, back to the comments. Steamboat Willie says, damn, I'm an immigrant that voted for Harris, and it's nothing personal, but I hope people like your dad suffer every drop as much as I will. F Your Verizon says, more so really. Anyone that supported it deserves to be first in line for the consequences of their actions. I really doubt many have thought beyond F poor people. When you suddenly have a sizable number of people who can't afford to eat and are off of their medication, crime will rise proportionately, and not white-collar crimes like the person they elected commits. Crime that directly hurts them so they can't pretend it's harmless. This person at the bottom says, this is a great take. You think it's a good idea? Great. Frontline is yours for the taking. Enjoy. This person wants to lock up people that commit crimes. This person, puzzle-headed ad, says Social Security was never designed to be welfare. Those who paid in can get benefits. Other government assistance programs have nothing to do with Social Security. So I'm confused as to how this only affects immigrants. It doesn't only affect immigrants. Most of us who work actually pay into Social Security. And most of us who are my age and younger know that we will not get these benefits. The person at the bottom says it doesn't only affect immigrants. Social Security isn't much money. A lot of elderly people also have Medicare or other insurance through Obamacare. The comment was pointing out that immigrants and Social Security and Medicare, albeit separate issues, all have an effect. And the wild thing is that some of these people are like, I like ACA. I just hope they don't get rid of ACA, but they could get rid of Obamacare. And to those people, I just like, oh my God. Yes, I hope they get rid of Obamacare. Aisha at the top says, there's definitely a part of me that hopes all the bad things I've been warning my Republican family would happen will happen. They aren't even MAGs type and don't like Trump. They just don't read the news and keep telling me to stop reading the news because it just makes me upset. Elder of Magic says, oh, hey, I get told that all the time, too. I get so much gaslighting that if this were the 1880s, I'd be the world's first trillionaire by selling it all. Bino Burrito says, I have a son on the way who won't ever meet his grandparents. First grandchild in the family, you actively voted against his birth. Get effed. He explains in another comment that they used IVF to get pregnant. So Me Too says, my mom has been collecting and depending on Social Security survivor payments for years. She's going to be looking for a new place to live. And then this person says, amen to this. I'm out of shits to give. My field of F's to give lays barren. Let them get exactly what they voted for. And then here comes Bino, again, all caps, angry. Lay thine eyes upon my field of F's. Observe and notice that it is barren. We're sending out concepts of thoughts and prayers. By the way, I do have some merch. I have this, my field of F's is barren. I have this on cups, a sticker, some mugs, as well as concepts of thoughts and prayers. If you're on my YouTube channel, I will put a link in the description and in the comments. If you're on my TikTok page, you should be able to see the link that takes you to my store by going to my homepage. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about all of this. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. So I'm scrolling the Leopards Ate My Face subreddit because I go there to get a morning chuckle, and this post did not do it. Apparently, there were Schnazis marching in Ohio. You know, we tried to tell them that this Trump administration would bring out the racists and the sexists and the bigots all around, and it certainly has, and he's not even sworn in. This is going to be a mess. I don't know where these screenshots were taken from to know where these comments are coming from, but the first person says, "This is Trump's America." And then the next person says, "Shut the F up. This has nothing to do with Trump. Absolutely nothing." Okay, sir. Sure, Jan. Okay, so more comments. He's a big Proud Boys fan, so there's that. And then the other person that said, this has nothing to do with Trump says, "Oh, BS." And then this next person says, "Stand back and stand by is not a rejection of the Proud Boys. We haven't forgotten." Then this next person says, "He's proud of the Proud Boys. And if you don't think right-wing evangelical extremists, including the white supremacy movement who think this man is called of God and walks on water, he could give zero shit about God and morals. He's a politician who knows his target audience." Let's see. Just a few more comments. This has everything to do with Trump's dumb butt. This next person says, "Really? Where were all these a-holes before 2016? Kiss my effing behind." This next person says, "Of course it does. Ask Nikki F. and Trump's good bros, the Proud Boys. Trump hates you, Sam, because he hates his stupid pawns." This next person gives him the name Lovebug, saying, "Lovebug, it has everything to do with Trump. Yes, these cockroaches hid in the shadows, and Trump invited them to the sunlight. He normalized publicly expressing your irrational hate for others just because they're different from you. He has a long history of racism." So because of that post, I went and found the news article, and there are several news outlets that are reporting on this. Mass group marches through Ohio neighborhood with swastika flags. The governor of Ohio and city officials in Columbus are speaking out after a group of masked individuals marched through the streets of the Ohio capital city Saturday, dressed in black and holding flags with swastikas on them. The unidentified people were spotted around 1 p.m. walking through the Short North neighborhood, according to Columbus ABC affiliate WSYX. Images and videos of the marchers went viral on social media sites. The Columbus police were dispatched and the investigation is ongoing. "We will not tolerate hate in Ohio," Ohio Republican Governor Mike DeWine said in a statement on the social media platform X on Saturday evening. Neo-Schnazis, their face hidden behind red masks, roamed the streets in Columbus today, carrying Schnazi flags and spewing vile and racist speech against people of color and J people. There were reports that they were also espousing white power sentiments. Duh. He added, "There's no place in this state for hate, bigotry, anti-Semitism, or violence, and we must denounce it wherever we see it. The Columbus community stands squarely against hatred and bigotry. We will not allow any of our neighbors to be intimidated, threatened, or harmed because of who they are, how they worship, or whom they love," the city of Columbus said in a statement Saturday evening. "We embrace tolerance and acceptance and derive great strength from our diversity. It is who we are as a people, and it is precisely what has enabled us to grow and thrive and reach new heights of excellence. Together, we reject the cowardly display reported in the Short North earlier today, and we will continue to monitor the situation in partnership with the Columbus Division of Police to ensure the safety and security of our city." Columbus City Attorney Zach Klein echoed those sentiments in a statement posted on X. "To those involved in the neo-Schnazi march in the Short North today, take your flags and your mask you hide behind and go home and never come back. Your hate isn't welcome in our city." So there's that. Now, this post is more in alignment with what I'm used to seeing in the Leopards Ate My Face. Text from my non-United States in-laws about their family who are immigrants to the United States. First text, Trump winning is crazy. My aunt voted for him because of illegal immigrants, but she used to be an illegal immigrant herself. My uncle, her brother, is also illegal. He's in the States with his wife and son. I wonder if she even considered that while voting. It's going to be a really interesting holiday season with families like this. My God is full of stars says, won't someone please think of the leopards? These poor spotted kitties are facing morbid obesity, high cholesterol, the sugar diabetes, heart disease, joint pain, hypertension, sleep apnea, the list goes on. This is getting to be borderline animal abuse. Click says, someone tell the leopards that free range and uncooked is not healthier. Pazzer fan says, all face to me, yum yum, leopard. Both requirements says, I get the feeling the leopard's health will deteriorate a lot over the next few days, given how much they'll be given to eat. Towards the bottom, it says, if they got citizenship but were illegals, they could be denaturalized under Stephen Miller's new Office of Denaturalization. That's the stated goal of that office. And then at the very bottom, this person says several coworkers have spouses or are themselves immigrants and will likely be subject to denaturalization, but voted for Trump anyways. I don't know what to say about these people, but I'm just going to be watching this this subreddit daily. I'm going to be watching it daily, and we're going to see what is going on. Join the conversation. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. A woman posted in the Am I Overreacting subreddit. And just like when women post in the Am I the A-hole subreddit, I just think that they're looking for validation for feeling normal human emotions. She says, Am I overreacting? I yanked the sheet off my fiancé and left the room after he elbowed me for yawning. No, that does not sound like an overreaction, but let's look at the post. She says, so my fiancé hates when I yawn. I'm not sure why. Every time I yawn, he either nudges me lightly and groans or verbally exclaims out loud negatively. He's told me not to yawn, that it's not ladylike, and is lazy sounding and rude. This really annoys me because I yawn naturally and I don't feel like it's something that I can help. But the crazy thing is, he told me not to yawn. So it's already starting out like this is a controlling man. This morning, we were still in bed sleeping, and I was half awake, facing away from him, and I yawned. He then nudged me twice with his elbow as a reaction to my yawning. It was right on my spine, and it really hurt. It fully woke me up, and I became super annoyed. I shot up out the bed and said, that actually hurt. You're a dick. And yanked the sheet off of him and left the room, dropping the sheet on the floor on my way out so he'd have to get up to retrieve it. It's about 3 hours later now. He's up, and we haven't said a word to each other. We're kind of ignoring one another. Was I overreacting? I'd love some insights into this situation. And no, he's never hit me, yelled at me, nor is he physically or verbally abusive. This was a nudge, and he had a sleeping mask on, so he couldn't see where he was nudging. Keep in mind, I'm roughly 100 pounds smaller than him. He's like 6'5" and pure muscle. I don't think he realizes his strength. It's not that you're overreacting. This man is trying to control you and complain about natural body functions. Yes, he's an a-hole and you're not overreacting. But let's look at some of the comments. My God, what does he do when you have to do a number 2? Women are not ladylike if they yawn. Heard it all now. Gun Girl says, I have a secret. We fart too. Deuceray says, damn it, Janet. Why are these sheets so warm? It ain't laundry day. This person says, it isn't the sheets that are warm, Curtis. It's the poop that's warm. These people are being ridiculous now. Serious comment, though. Not overreacting. Your fiance sounds like a dick. I'm sorry. Yawning isn't ladylike and is lazy sounding and rude. I've never heard that before. It's not like you're doing some exaggerated bit to make it seem like you're bored or something. You're just having a natural body function. I probably don't even notice when I yawn. Most people don't. And for him to elbow you simply because you yawned is incredibly not okay. Like, this would be a deal breaker for me. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life walking on eggshells about yawning? Petty Paw Print says, yeah, the whole ladylike comment is super infantilizing too. It's not like his or any other person's job to rein you in and police your behaviors to some imaginative social standard. I think your partner has serious control issues, and these behaviors are just the tip of the iceberg. Bunny Ear says, you know it's true love when your partner tries to parent you like an ill mannered teenager. But that's sarcasm, y'all. Crystal says, my dad hated if I forgot to cover my mouth when I yawned. I mean, when I was a small child. I remember one time as a child yawning and forgetting to cover my mouth, and he got so upset, telling me how rude I was and how disgusting it was. Here I was, 8 to 10 years old, and I really remember thinking he was so dramatic about such a benign thing. It was weird to me, but I never yawn without covering my mouth now. And then accidentally, SJ says, shame, the gift that keeps on giving. Yeah, this is kind of wild what people really hone in on and get angry about. That's kind of odd. I like this comment right here. Please date someone who likes you. Yes, because we're human. We do human things, and yawning is normal. So if someone is going to criticize you about something that's normal, please don't date them. Zen says also, please date someone who understands how the human body functions. Specks of Dust says, it makes me concerned about people's hygiene and ex lives. Yeah, it's none of my business, but I can't help but to doubt that someone who can't understand that yawns are involuntary and knows how to use his peen effectively, let alone keep it clean. I wouldn't have made that connection or that jump. Then Zen says, you're not entirely wrong, but that went from 0 to 100 real quick. I agree. That really jumped, and I wasn't expecting that. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think about this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.
I have been waiting with bated breath for someone exactly like you to post this kind of comment. Do you know what I see when I go to your page? I see you reposting the work that others have put in. I see you reposting the work of others who tried to use their voice to raise awareness. I see you reposting the works of content creators who were not afraid to open their mouths and speak their truth. But you know what I see when I go to your content that you post, that you make? Absolutely the fuck nothing. But see, women like you want to troll through TikTok and tone police everyone else for using their voice the way they see fit. But you don't have the courage to use your own. There is no let's. We are not the same. We will never be the same. You are the problem. Women like you are the reason Trump is president right now. Don't come to my page trying to tone check me, baby. That will never happen. What you could do is use this time more productively and pat yourself on the back because you are the reason why Trump is president right now.